Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalam ala khairi khalqillah. Muhammadin bin Abdullah. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa kullu man salaka maslakahu wa nahaja man haja ila yamin la yanfa'u malun wala banun illa man atallaha bi qalbin salim amma ba'd. Ikhwatal iman. Usikum wa nafsi bi taqwallah. Ittaqullaha yarhamukumullah. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We bear witness that there is no worthy of worship except He, Allah. We ask for His blessings and benedictions to be showered upon the noblest soul of mankind, Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, his household, his companions, and we that follow their footsteps to the day of accountability. The day that wealth will not avail man. Children, no matter how many they are, how responsible they are, how useful they are, will not avail man. What will be useful for you that day, what will be of benefit to you that day, is to come to Allah with sound heart. By Allah's grace this afternoon, we shall remind us of what next after Ramadan. And there is nothing next after Ramadan other than those activities, those acts of worship you have engaged in Ramadan. There are those things we continue doing. Those activities, acts of worship you have engaged in Ramadan, they are what we continue doing after Ramadan. We should remember that Ramadan is not an end in itself, but a means to an end. And all your accounts before Allah on the day of judgment will not only base on Ramadan, it will be based on your entire existence on the earth surface. All that you have done on the earth surface in all the months, all the years that Allah will base your accounting on. So your account is based on everything you have done every day, every second of your life. Not only what you did in Ramadan. So you should be very careful not to be Ramadaniyun, people of Ramadan. When Ramadan leaves, they forget about worship. That is very wrong. You are expected to pick up all the virtues that you have picked in Ramadan. You should not drop them, but rather drop forever all those bad habits, the vices you have dropped in Ramadan. You should drop them and continue doing all those good habits and the acts of worship you did in Ramadan. Even if you are unable to do it to the length if you did it in Ramadan, you are unable to do it the amount of what you did in Ramadan, just continue doing it no matter how small. If you have been able to wake up in Ramadan by 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you should at least be able to wake up after Ramadan at 5 a.m., the last hour before Fajr, to do tahajjud, to supplicate. You should not forget, at that particular hour, Allah the Most High will descend to the nearest heaven to us and will be asking, who is there that wants me to forgive him, so that I should forgive him? Who wants me to bless him, so that I should bless such a person? And at that time you are sleeping. You should not sleep all through the night. You should stand up at a part of the night and supplicate. If you have been able to observe averagely 11th rakah of Nafila in the nights of Ramadan, you should be able at least after Ramadan to observe 3 rakahs of Nafila consistently. If you have been able to observe the Rawatib, the Nafila that follows the daily salawat, you should be able to continue them. You have done it for 30 days, it should be part of you now. You have been observing 4 rakah before Zuhr, 2 or 4 after it. You should be able at least to observe 2 before, 2 after. And if you are able to do all these things continuously after Ramadan, it shows that Allah accepted your deed in Ramadan. If you are unable to do them again, but you are able to continue them after Ramadan, it shows that Allah did not accept your activities in Ramadan. You gave a lot of charity during Ramadan. you should continue doing that after Ramadan. Even if it is not up to the amount you did in Ramadan. You have been observing Salatul Duha 4 rakah or 2 during Ramadan. That's Salat you observe. You have Salatul Shuruk. Immediately the sun rises, you observe 2 rakah, then supplicate. Maybe some hours, an hour after that, it's the time of dua. You observe 2 or 4 rakah or one, any amount of nafila you can observe, you observe it as dua. The minimum is 2. You need all of this in Ramadan. You should be able to continue them, maybe 2 rakah each after Ramadan. You have been able, and if you were able to read, to recite 20 pages of the Quran during Ramadan, you should be able to recite at least 5 pages a day of the Quran outside Ramadan. And by doing that, you will finish a Quran in 4 months. Therefore, you will finish 3 Quran in 1 year before the next Ramadan. It's very important. Don't just drop those activities. You continue them. Your accounting before Allah on the day of judgment is not based on Ramadan only, but on your entire existence. Therefore, those activities we engage in Ramadan, we should continue doing them. Fasting does not end. Ramadan will come and end. Ramadan has come this year, 2021 or 1442 after Hijrah, and Ramadan has gone. But fasting remains. Fasting in the month of Ramadan has gone, but fasting remains. If you are able to fast 29 or 30 days in Ramadan, now that Ramadan has gone, you should be able to fast at least between 5 to 10 days every month. If you fast Mondays and Thursdays, we have we have like 8 in a month like that. If you fast 13, 14, 15, if you are able to do that, at least you be able to fast 5 days in a month of fasting. All those acts, we should not leave them. We should continue doing them consistently. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us and announce the ibadah. And able us to continue doing those acts that we engage in Ramadan. May He accept this in Ramadan. Accept our salawat in Ramadan, our qiyamul layl,